It's Landon and Ryan with L&B Hunts, and today we went on Michigan's Youth Hunt. And do you want to explain what happened when we got in there?
Well, hold it. You want to start out on the drive-in?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You want to say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to, or do you want to?
No,
right.
Yeah. You go ahead.
So on the way in, we saw a fox along the field line that
coming up the trail.
Coming up the trail that we used to go into the woods. We saw a fox. That was really cool.
Well, tell them what kind of fox.
Red fox.
There you go. Yep.
Sorry guys, we're very new to this.
Yeah, it's all good.
Then we got in the woods, and the way we had to sit, we had to go like right alongside the bedding area. So we did like loop around it in a half circle. And right before, when we got to the tree stand, we weren't in it yet, but we did see 3 does running. And then, do you want to explain the bucks?
So yeah, after we seen them 3 does, then I nudged Landon and I said, I see some more deer.
Well, not yet, because we aren't in the tree stand yet.
Oh. No.
So get up. So we go up into the tree stand, and then now you can go.
Okay, so then we seen what I'm assuming was 3 does that we kicked up, because we did not kick them up too bad.
Sure.
And we snuck in there pretty quiet. We were pretty good at that.
Yeah.
And the does only ran maybe 80 yards away. So anyways, when I got up in the stand, I could see them does. And so anyways, they calmed down and they just kind of moseyed around eating a little bit. And then it wasn't but 20 minutes later, and all of a sudden I seen different deer. And I nudged Landon and I said, they're marked 2 bucks, because they were fighting. Not fighting. They were just play fighting. Yeah, sparring. There you go.
And then I'm look over and I see a 3rd deer watching them, kind of getting in every once in a while. I'm like, there's 3 deer watching, and then we keep watching them for a little bit, and I see some stuff, and I'm like, I whispered to Dad, hey, there's 2 does watching me as well, so there's 5 deer, right? And then like 5 minutes after that, he shows me his hand put fully out, showing 5 fingers, saying that there were 5 deer. So I whispered to him, saying, I told you that like 5 minutes ago. And then, Dad, you want to go on?
So anyways, then the 2 does, which ended up being a doe and a fawn, they circled around to the south and came in from the east, or from the west.
So this is the first picture we have of them. Where they went to, we didn't get any pictures of them off our phones, but they went right in front of our Tacticam. So this here is the first deer that walked in. It's the fawn that was with the doe. And then we go to the second photo, which is the fawn looking at her mom, as Mom realized we were there. As you can see right there, she's staring right up, and right over here off to the side where you can't see it, there is our stands. So she sees me. She doesn't see my dad. She's staring right at me. I'm staring right at her. And then she moves around a little bit, and the fawn is like, all right. So I don't know. So the fawn looks away, not knowing that, thinking her mom is looking at something crazy. And then we have another picture, which is the doe, which is the fawn going like, what? As right there you can see we did spook out the doe, which got us really mad. And then you want to go?
She winded us.
She winded us, yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, she smelt us. And then right after that, the bucks were coming through, and then they smelt us or seen Landon moving or whatever.
Taking the crossbow off of safety. They heard me take it off of safety.
Got it. And then they spooked. But I think they caught some of your wind though too.
Wasn't the wind blowing the opposite direction of them?
Not really. The wind was east, and and sometimes it was coming south. Most of the time it was southeast, but sometimes it was coming straight east, and they were a little bit southeast. So I think they got a whiff of us too. But they weren't. Yeah, they were spooked, but not horrible. I don't know.
They kept coming in, realizing we were there, running away, and then coming back, and then in a loop, and then eventually they were like gone, and then like 20 minutes before legal shooting light was over, Dad taps on me and points at the trail we would normally take in, and he's like, "Look, there's a deer over there. Can you tell if it's a buck or a doe?" And I'm like, I whispered to him, "I can't see it." And then he's like, "Is it a buck or a doe?" And I'm like, "I can't see it." And then he's like, "Is it a buck or a doe?" And then I see it.
Now, granted, we don't have binoculars. My binoculars are in the shop getting fixed because they got broken, and Landon's are MIA.
Yeah.
I have to search in the house to find Landon's binoculars.
So
anyways, that was our hunt.
But then I do see her, and it was a doe. I realized that. And that was basically it. Oh, but then on the way back, I scared the crap out of myself. Because there was a doe in the road that wouldn't stop, and Dad jokingly said, "Let's run her over." We didn't run her over, of course. And in the future, we're going to try and get recordings of us actually shooting. So the videos are going to be somewhat different than this. See y'all.